Sales and Marketing, Maruti Suzuki Limited. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us this time.
Pleasure.
And do tell us what is this unique initiative that you've started at this Auto Expo?
Well, Ashish, I think this is a very interesting concept, and Auto Expo has been happening, this thing for quite a number of years, and this time we decided that we should bring new experiences to our audience in a different style. So we thought that why to limit the Auto Expo experience to the venue itself, and therefore why not to reach out to the maximum number of audience who are this thing spread across the length and breadth of our country, and who cannot otherwise this thing spare time to come here and watch the Auto Expo. Therefore we thought that we will take it live at the night to reach global audience on global platforms such as Facebook, and yes, it's for the first time that Maruti Suzuki Auto Expo is bringing all the highlights live at night to our car enthusiasts.
Sir, this year a lot of car makers are away from the Auto Expo, but you have in fact taken a bigger hall and you've increased your space as well. So tell us what is that people should expect once they enter the Maruti stand here at the Auto Expo.
Well, we at Maruti Suzuki strongly believe in the importance of this platform, and this year our pavilion showcases our future direction for design and technology. We are taking the experience a notch higher. We have been working on transformation, driving ahead, and this is the theme this year, and since the last 35 years Maruti Suzuki has led and shaped the Indian automobile industry. It is through transformation that Maruti Suzuki strives to deliver designs, technology and experiences to our discerning customers, and all these are ahead of their time and take consumers on a drive into the future. Now, driving ahead reflects Maruti Suzuki's vision and leadership position, not just in automotive industry but also in Indian economy. Similarly, driving ahead also connects with the Indian consumer, who is driven to succeed and move ahead in life.
There's a lot of enthusiasm amongst car buyers because this has been the best-selling premium hatchback, not for the last 1 or 2 years, but ever since its launch way back in 2005. So what should people expect more from the new Swift?
Yes, you are right, Ashish. Ever since we launched our Swift in 2005, it has been commanding a leadership position in the hatchback segment, and pegged as the most awaited big-ticket launch, Auto Expo 2018. The all-new Swift will of course be the high point, and with its new design, host of features and the acclaimed automotive gear shift technology, the all-new Swift will be a breakthrough product for its loyal customers. Also there is a focus on dynamism and performance and design. So all these are very important features of our new Swift. There's a wonderful cockpit inspired instrument panel. I think from every angle this is a big delight for the customers.
And sir, we've seen your flash mob with the Panicchia initiative. How has the experience been with the campaign and with the flash mobs over here?
Well, what is happening is that there are about 150,000 deaths on Indian roads every year. Now we did a research study which showed that about 15 deaths per day can be avoided if only people wear seat belts. We did further research in this area and found that only 25% of the people driving the cars or riding in the cars are wearing the seat belts, and at the rear side, seat only 4% of them are wearing a seat belt. So we came out with this campaign to create awareness among the car users about wearing a seat belt when they are driving. So it's a very innovative phrase, Panicchia. So idea is that when somebody sits on the steering wheel, he should be asking not only from himself but also everyone in the car, Panicchia. So this concept we are spreading in the country, and we are using a 360-degree platform for this. Print media, television, digital media, and also the on-ground activities. So this flash mob concept is our effort towards enhancing the awareness of seat belt at the on-ground activity level, and it is becoming very popular at Auto Expo. We have engaged these teams, and we have also composed a seatbelt song. This song is very melodious and very peppy song, and in fact lyrics are based on the findings from the research This is creating a lot of excitement among the visitors here, and I'm sure these millennials, who are showcasing this activity at the grassroots level, and the millennials who are watching it, they will be having a strong impact on themselves as well as on others about the awareness on seat belt wearing. So I would advise our audience also, whenever they sit in the car, they must ask "Pehni kya?"
Well, I must say that that is a very unique initiative, and you are one of the few people in the market who are actually really concerned and talking about safety inside a car, and a seatbelt really is the first safety device which a lot of people don't know about or aren't aware about. Well, anyways, we'll move on from some of these questions now to Facebook questions, and a question has come in from Riya Suri, who's asking us, what is the unique thing that Maruti Suzuki is doing for young customers at this Auto Expo?
Well, I would say that there are a lot of activities that we are doing now. First activity is what we are doing right now, the concept of Night Auto Expo. We are bringing the Auto Expo right into their homes, in the comfort of their living room, where they can watch what all is there at Maruti Suzuki Pavilion at Auto Expo 2018. And even at Auto Expo here, we have a virtual ramp where youngsters are coming and they are getting themselves photographed, and it's a virtual ramp, and the photograph comes as if they are on the ramp, and there are crowds around who are clapping for them, admiring them. Apart from this, we have also started an app. Now on this app, there's a Maruti Suzuki expert who can answer any of their questions pertaining to Maruti Suzuki Auto Expo 2018, and all the information can be faced on this expert app. Apart from this, we have get those flying passes, and after that they can send us a message, and top 10 winners will be getting an all-paid trip to Auto Expo 2018. Apart from this, there are hundreds of other prizes for the winners, and on the whole, there is a lot of focus on digital activities and the youth of our country this time at Auto Expo 2018 at Maruti Suzuki Pavilion.
So Ria, I think you got your answer over there. There's another interesting question which Sahil has asked us, and he's saying that if I sent you a friend request on Facebook, will you accept it? I think that's for you, Kalsi-san, to answer. And
well, Sahil, I appreciate this. While virtual world is good, I still believe that the real life interactions are more important, and I would like to meet you in person for you to be a friend.
But I think, Sahil, you need to take an appointment with him because he really is a very busy person. And with that, Kalsi-san, I'd like to thank you for giving us the time and being here with us at even at this time in the evening. And we also have a parallel show running around with us at the same time, and that is being held by Siddharth from NDTV, along with C.V. Raman, who's the big boss of engineering at Maruti. So we'll show you what's happening on that side as well.
Well, thank you, Ashish. I'm around till 11:30, and as long as our virtual audience want me to be here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Very clearly, a couple of things I'd like to say here. One is that the customer is becoming younger, customer is becoming aspirational. They want something more. And the second thing is that the SUV space, the market is growing. And if you see in the next 3 to 5 years, the growth segment is the SUV segment. So we brought in the compact SUV, the Vitara Brezza, which has got the imagination of the people, and it's doing well.
Well, so I've jumped into the expert seat over here, and we've got the beautiful and talented Kubra over here. She's, of course, a big celebrity in Bollywood, and she really is full of energy all the time and really passionate about cars. But I should stop talking and praising her because I have to go back home to my wife, and
but I
she's
have
seeing
nobody
that.
else to go home to, so please go ahead.
So she's seeing this video, and she won't like me talking. So I'll zip it up now, and she'll take over from here now.
Well, you know what, this actually happens very rarely when a host is interviewing a host. But the good thing is that you are not just the host, you're also the car expert. And the conversation we were having with Ashish, tells me that he is, like on the number 2 list of YouTubers in the country. So trust me, when we talk about him, his word is the final word.
Yes.
you know, when it comes to cars. So tell me, how has your experience been at the Maruti Suzuki stand here at the Auto Expo 2018? You were there for all 3 launches.
I was there for all 3 launches,
Yeah.
and without being biased, I'll tell you that it really has been a great experience. It
Yeah.
really has been a phenomenal auto expo from Maruti Suzuki.
Yeah.
And not only is the Swift really the showstopper, but if you go ahead and see the other cars,
Yeah.
they're also superb, and especially the Future S concept
Yeah.
and
The e-Survivor. It's quite fantastic, right? Something that you were just telling me a couple of seconds ago, that is, you have a very personal relationship with the Swift.
Well, a lot of people on my YouTube channel complain that I'm very biased towards the Swift and biased towards Maruti. Actually, don't blame me for being biased. Just blame Maruti for making excellent cars and exceptional cars. And all their cars really are tuned for the Indian market, to be honest. They are perfect cars for the Indian customers because they're not only fuel efficient, they're good fun to drive, they're spacious and reliable as well. And my personal story with the Swift is that I got married in a Swift, and I have a Swift, and I have the first gen Swift.
So it also keeps you in tune for like a happy marriage.
Exactly, it does.
Right?
And that's the reason why I love the Swift, and I'm so, enthusiastic about the new one. I really want to keep it. Most probably I'm going to buy this one and upgrade from my
lovely.
first gen car.
So, but tell me, what are the prominent features that have completely won your heart, and why do you think the all-new Swift is a class apart in the same category?
Well, I think the AGS technology which Maruti has introduced, it's something which is very, very hassle-free. And if you are someone who drives a lot in the city, and you want a small car, you don't want a big car because...
parking is easy.
It is,
just driving around, swerving around is
so
easy.
That new AGS really is peppy to drive. It doesn't feel like an AGS. It feels like a very nice and very expensive automatic gearbox.
Nice.
And it's a very refined engine. The diesel engine also is pretty good.
Right.
And fuel efficiency also is very strong. So you've got everything really. In fact, in my video also when I drove it, I could not find any major reason which could be termed as a deal breaker.
Superb. So, well, talking about, you taking the all-new Swift for a ride, how have you seen the safety features of the all-new Swift kind of ramp up to the rest?
Well, I was having a chat with Raman San yesterday, and I remember when the original Swift was launched way back in 2005, it was launched at about 3.99, and the new one is 4.99, but the new one gets ABS as standard.
2 ABS, right?
2 airbags, ABS, EBD, and ISOFIX seats, which the older car didn't have. And this car also has a much smoother, a much more fuel-efficient engine, and it's nicer to drive as well because it's a lot more refined. So in terms of sheer value, it is a very good VFM product. It's superb value for money.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing. And since you spoke about the seats, I think there is just so much more character that receives by itself. I mean, what meets the eye to start with. So just tell us a little bit about the interior features about this all-new Swift.
Well, I think I love the interiors. I love the dashboard, which is slightly tilted towards the drive. I think it's a 5% tilt on the center console. The gauges look really exceptional.
It's like a cockpit, right?
It does look like a cockpit. In fact, you get that central tunnel across the, it's divided, so you feel like you're sitting inside an aircraft. And the seats are truly sporty. They have very prominent bolsters on the side. So if you are pushing your car into those
so you got that rest.
Yeah, so you can really relax in the car. It's a very nice and relaxing car. I would stretch out my neck and say that the Swift has the best front seats in the business in this category and at this price point. It's definitely got the best front seats.
Oh, are you getting remarried in your new car?
No, I'm not getting
in your new car to the same person?
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea, right? See, it's good if you're watching this show this late. All right, so well, Sid, it's now time for you to be grilled by our viewers' questions, and I promise you they'll be far more difficult than mine. So let's go ahead and see. Our first question is from Mantosh Haldar. So Mantosh says, what are the engine variants that the all-new Swift has?
Well, Mantosh, you get 2 engine options. There's a 1.2 petrol and there's a 1.3 diesel. But the new addition, of course, is that you get an AGS gearbox. It's an automatic gearbox that you get. And that really does help matters a lot. Now, the AGS, unlike a lot of other car manufacturers which have lower fuel efficiency, isn't low on efficiency. It has the exact same efficiency as the manual gearbox, which means that when you're going to on that long drive or when you're going to the fuel pump, you won't feel the pinch at all, even on the automatic. That's something which is new. And of course, that 1.2 petrol is really peppy. The 1.3 diesel really is strong on torque delivery. And overall, both these engines really are tried and tested and very good in terms of reliability. So really it is an overall, I would say...
Maruti kind of by itself gels into the whole reliability zone, right?
It's reliable, it's hassle-free, and it's a car which, you can buy with your eyes shut. It's a no-brainer, really.
Well, we got a question from Dubai, and this is from Jenish. Jenish says, how would it perform if we had to take it on an off-roading venture?
Well, Janice, the Swift isn't an SUV, but even for a hatchback, it's got decent ground clearance. I think
Sturdy,
it's got
no?
about 163 mm of ground clearance, which isn't bad. It is decent. And as a first-generation Swift owner, I can tell you that you can take it on mild off-roading surfaces. You can take it on some badly patched-up roads, and you can, of course, take it on those riverbeds.
Basically, you can take it anywhere in our country. Right?
You
That's
can,
what mean.
and even if you take it on those riverbeds and stuff like that, of course, you have to take care of ground clearance, but it will manage to take over them without any issues at all. It is a decent car for those off-road
Lovely.
tracks. Yeah.
We've got another message now from Akshay, but Akshay doesn't tell us where he's from. He says, tell us a little bit about the design language of the all-new Swift.
Well, I think if I had to describe the car's design in one word, that one word would be sporty. It really is a sporty-looking design. It's a very bold-looking design. And it's a design which, even it's just standing still, people will turn around and look at it because
right?
it looks.
You can't miss it. You
Yeah,
can't lose your car.
it really does stand out from a crowd of other premium hatchbacks. It really is a looker, and it really is something which gets 5 out of 5 in my book, for sure.
Well, I think the endless lines kind of
Yeah.
just add to the whole tagline of the vehicle.
It looks like a
Limitless.
Swift, but it's new.
It just looks
So
really
you
nice.
can recognize
yeah.
that as Swift. It has that prominent design,
Yeah.
but it's a new Swift, and that is something which really stands out.
Lovely. So, well, you know what, Ashish, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you for having me.
And moving on, we're just going to go ahead and introduce our next speaker. But, well, don't go anywhere because I'm going to play this really cool video for you. And in the meantime, keep watching us. Thanks, Ashish.
Thank you.